It was the last week of school. Final exams were over, and for most students, the remaining days were just a formality. But no one realized that those days would be anything but normal. Blake was a quiet student. He didn't talk much, didn't have friends. He always sat in the back of the classroom, staring down at his notebook. But no one had ever seen what he was writing in it. No one knew why he had the only key to the basement door of the school. Emily was the most social girl in class. One day, out of curiosity, she sat at Blake's desk and opened his notebook. The first page looked normal. The second had strange sketches. But the third page, it was a blueprint of the entire school, every floor, every classroom, every camera location carefully marked. And beside each student's name, written in red ink, were dates. Some of them were crossed out. Emily froze. Before she could close the notebook, Blake appeared in the doorway. He had that faint smile again. "Did you like my drawings?" he whispered. The next day, Emily didn't come to school. Her friends thought she had the flu. But when the teacher did notebook checks that afternoon, Blake's notebook was missing. No one paid attention. That evening, the school's night guard was doing his rounds when he noticed the basement door was open. He went down, hearing a faint clinking sound like chains moving. When he shone his flashlight, he saw a school uniform hanging from an old rusty hook on the wall. Pinned to it was a name tag, Emily Carter. But Emily was nowhere to be found. Before the guard could shout, something hard struck the back of his head. The last sound he heard was a heavy metal door slamming shut. Week passed. Rumors spread fast. Some students said they heard whispers from the basement. Others swore they saw shadows moving in empty classrooms at night. The principal dismissed it, all kids and their imagination. Then one morning, the janitor found a note in the restroom. It was a torn, blood-stained page from a notebook. "You could be next." Below it was a name, Ryan. Ryan didn't show up that day. Police were called. The school was shut down for days. But Blake was gone. At his house, the police found his room nearly empty except for a rusty knife under the bed and a blooded school badge. On one loose page, a message was written. "I'm only fixing the balance." They laughed at Emmy, but I'll have the last laugh. When the school reopened, security was tightened. Doors were locked. Guards patrolled every hallway. But at night, lights still flickered. Some students said they saw someone at the far end of the hall, wearing a school uniform, holding a knife. When they zoomed in on the video, the face came into focus. Blake was smiling. Months later, the school was permanently closed. When new owners came to renovate the building, they tore down a section of the basement wall. Behind it was a small, hidden room. On the walls were dozens of names, nailed into the wood. In the center lay an old school notebook. On the last page, only one sentence was written: "Class list completed."